Some objects in the universe are difficult to imagine. Stars, galaxies, nebulae. But somewhere nearly 10 billion light-years away, astronomers found something that made even galaxies look small. A darkness so massive that light itself struggles to escape its influence. A monster so large that our own solar system would disappear inside it without leaving a trace. This is not science fiction. This is real. This is TON 618. In 1957, astronomers scanning the distant universe found something unusual. It appeared as a faint blue point of light, small, distant, and easy to ignore. At first it looked like an ordinary star, but its light told a different story. Spectroscopic analysis revealed that this object was moving away at incredible speed, far beyond anything inside our own galaxy. It was not a star. It was not even part of the Milky Way. It was something much farther away, billions of light years beyond Earth. This object would later receive a simple catalog name, TON 618. At the time, nobody realized they were looking at one of the most extreme objects ever discovered. What appeared to be a tiny point of blue light was actually the glowing center of a distant quasar, an object powered by a black hole so massive that it would challenge everything astronomers thought they understood about the universe. TON 618 is not visible because of the black hole itself. Black holes emit no light. Instead, what astronomers detected was the quasar surrounding it. A quasar is one of the brightest objects in existence, powered by matter falling toward a supermassive black hole at incredible speed. Gas and dust orbit faster and faster, colliding with enormous energy. Temperatures rise into millions of degrees. Matter becomes plasma. X-rays are released. Light becomes so intense that a single quasar can outshine entire galaxies containing hundreds of billions of stars. TON 618 is not just a quasar. It is one of the brightest quasars ever observed. Its light began traveling toward Earth billions of years before our planet even looked the way it does today. What astronomers were seeing was not simply distance. They were looking directly into the ancient universe. As telescopes improved, scientists began measuring the motion of gas orbiting the center of TON 618. The faster that gas moved, the stronger the gravity had to be. And the numbers quickly became difficult to believe. The object at its center was not merely large. It was monstrous. Its gravitational influence extended across distances larger than entire planetary systems. The surrounding gas clouds were moving at thousands of kilometers per second, pulled by a mass so extreme that no ordinary supermassive black hole could explain it. Again and again the calculations returned the same answer. The object at the center of TON 618 was not just another black hole. It belonged to an entirely different category, an ultramassive black hole. Something so large that even the word supermassive no longer seemed enough. Eventually, astronomers reached a number that changed everything. The black hole at the center of TON 618 contains an estimated mass of around 66 billion suns. To understand that scale, consider this. The black hole at the center of the Milky Way, Sagittarius A*, contains roughly 4 million solar masses. TON 618 is not twice as large, not 10 times as large. It is thousands of times larger. Its existence pushed black hole science into new territory. Because once astronomers understood how massive TON 618 truly was, a new question emerged: how does something this enormous even exist? And perhaps even more unsettling, what else might still be waiting in the darkness? Numbers can describe TON 618, but numbers alone cannot help the human mind understand it. 66 billion solar masses sounds impressive, but it still feels abstract. So imagine our sun, large enough to fit more than 1 million Earths inside it. Now imagine 66 billion of them compressed into a single gravitational monster. That is TON 618. If our entire solar system were placed near its center, The inner planets would disappear into darkness without changing its appearance at all. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, even the orbit of Jupiter, would become meaningless against a structure this large. TUN 618 is not simply a black hole. It is a region of spacetime so massive that our normal sense of scale begins to fail. At this size, comparison stops being useful, and imagination begins to break. The event horizon of TON 618, the boundary where nothing can escape, is almost impossible to picture. For a black hole this massive, that boundary stretches across distances larger than entire planetary systems. If TON 618 replaced our Sun, its event horizon would extend far beyond the orbit of Neptune. The planets would not orbit it. They would already be inside it. Sunlight would never reach them. Seasons would vanish. Time itself would begin to behave differently. And this is what makes ultramassive black holes so strange. The bigger they become, the less violent they appear from the outside. No explosion. No visible destruction. Just an invisible boundary so enormous that entire worlds could cross it without realizing where normal space had ended. Now compare TON 618 to Sagittarius A*, the black hole at the center of the Milky Way. Sagittarius A* contains around 4 million solar masses. For decades, that number alone seemed extraordinary. It bends the orbits of stars. It shapes the heart of our galaxy. And yet next to TON 618, it becomes almost insignificant. TON 618 is thousands of times more massive. If Sagittarius A* were the size of a coin, TON 618 would be the size of a city. Both are black holes. Both bend space-time. But one controls the center of a galaxy. The other challenges our understanding of what black holes should even be capable of becoming. But perhaps the most terrifying part is not its size. It is its appetite. TON 618 is actively feeding. Gas, dust, radiation, and entire clouds of matter spiral toward its center, heating into plasma as they accelerate near the speed of light. The accretion disk surrounding it shines with energy so intense that it outshines entire galaxies containing hundreds of billions of stars. And that light has traveled for billions of years before reaching Earth. What we see today is not TON 618 as it exists now. It is TON 618 as it existed when the universe itself was far younger. Which means this monster did not slowly grow over eternity. Somehow, it became unimaginably large when the universe was still young. And that may be the strangest mystery of all. According to modern cosmology, black holes grow slowly. Stars collapse. Matter falls inward. Galaxies merge. Over billions of years, gravity builds something larger. That is how scientists believed supermassive black holes were formed. But TON 618 creates a problem. Its light began traveling toward Earth nearly 10 billion years ago, meaning we are seeing it when the universe was still young. And yet somehow this monster had already reached 66 billion solar masses. By every normal growth model, there simply should not have been enough time. Which means either our timelines are wrong, or our understanding of black hole growth is incomplete. Some scientists believe TON 618 may have grown through extreme accretion, feeding on enormous amounts of gas for millions of years without interruption. Others suggest repeated galaxy mergers may have accelerated its growth far beyond normal limits. But even those explanations struggle with the numbers. To become this massive, TON 618 would have needed to consume matter at extraordinary rates for an incredibly long time. And yet the early universe was chaotic, unstable, and violent. Conditions were difficult. Resources were limited. Which raises an uncomfortable possibility. Perhaps some black holes were born much larger than we ever imagined. TON 618 does more than challenge black hole physics. It challenges our understanding of galaxy formation itself. Normally, galaxies form around central black holes, influencing stars, gas, and structure over time. But TON 618 may be so massive that the relationship appears reversed. Instead of a black hole growing inside a galaxy, it almost feels as if the galaxy exists because of the black hole. Its gravitational influence extends across unimaginable distances, shaping matter on scales few objects in the universe can match. At this size, a black hole stops being part of a galaxy. It becomes its own cosmic system. And perhaps the most unsettling truth is this: TON 618 may not be unique. It is simply one of the largest black holes we have found so far. But the observable universe contains hundreds of billions of galaxies. Many remain unseen. Many remain unexplored. And hidden inside that darkness may be objects even larger, older, and more extreme. TON 618 is not just a discovery. It is a warning. A reminder that no matter how much humanity learns about the universe, the darkness may still be far bigger than our imagination.